Hey guys, Brian here from LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel and this video. Are digital collectibles and digital comics the future for collecting? Well, stick around to find out what I think.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
So hey guys, welcome back. Are digital collectibles and comics the future of collecting? I have no idea. But what I can tell you is I have started to do a little research, right? But let's kind of level set a little bit about my philosophy on investing. I typically invest in stocks, mutual funds. I'm pretty conservative, and obviously when it comes to collecting in comic books, I think there's a little bit of a speculator in all of us, right? We may pick up an extra copy of a book here or there, or if we hear some buzz about a topic or about a certain comic or a rumor about a possible movie or TV deal, we may pick up some books associated with it, right? And for me, the goal is always maybe to make a little extra money that I can then pour back into the hobby, right? I don't expect that from comic book collecting that I'll make millions of dollars, but it is part of the fun of the hobby, right? Of being able to maybe pick up some books and flip them quickly and make a little bit of money that you can then return, back into the hobby and do something else. So when I started to hear about digital collectibles and comics and NFTs, I really had no idea what an NFT was. I had to kind of really do some research on it, read some articles, and listen to some videos, and kind of get a sense for it because it really just didn't make sense to me. But from a comic book collecting standpoint, I can certainly say there's a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, because I started to dig in. I downloaded. There's an app that Marvel has a deal with, basically a company, and the app is called Vivi, VEVE, and they have licensing for a number of companies, DC, Marvel, some movie companies, Cartoon Network, a bunch of different things. And they began selling digital comics. And so, not knowing much about it, but started to, I downloaded the app, took a look at it, and a digital comic typically runs for $6.99 to buy the comic. If there's a drop, and you basically have to buy it because they're selling, you have to buy it pretty quickly because they're selling out. Just recently, they launched, or they had a drop for Amazing Spider-Man 361, first, appearance of Carnage, and it sold out within a minute, under a minute. There was maybe like 200,000 copies of the book. There's some common, some uncommon, rare, ultra rare, special rare, all different kind of categories that you could randomly, when you purchase, you could randomly get one of those books. And it sold out. So I tried to purchase one of those digital comics, and it sold out within like under a minute. I was, in the app hitting, buy, and I kept getting an error. And then, like I said, under a minute, it was gone. So I do have a few comics. I have purchased Captain America #1 and X-Men, I think it's #4, first appearance of Scarlet Witch. So those books cost me, or digital copies of these books cost me $6.99. And so, there is a cryptocurrency background to the app and digital collectibles. In this case, it's Omni, and the parent company is ECOMI, so ECOMI. And I'm not an expert. I am not going to explain all of the ins and outs of this. I'm going to have a couple links down in the description. SleepynComics has a kind of a great series. He's been dabbling and doing some investing. I would definitely check out his series on digital collectibles. And there's also another link for kind of an OMI Beginners Guide, right? I'm I'm not a cryptocurrency investor because I just think it's so volatile. It's not something that I am interested in investing right now. But by investing in digital comics, I am using cryptocurrency. But from the app perspective, you download the app, you buy what they call gems through the Apple Store or Google Play Store, whichever operating system you're on. So it's costing you, it's a dollar for dollar purchase, right? If I buy 10 gems, it costs me $10. If I buy 20 gems, $20, and so on. So I'm not buying cryptocurrency. I'm just buying gems that are, one for one match with a dollar. So there's certainly a lot of, background and detail behind how once you purchase gems and purchase any collectibles, how the economy works in the, from the Omni but there's a lot of detail that I don't want to go in, and I don't think I truly understand it to give you enough information. So, like I said, I would go out and take a look at some of the other information that is out there and kind of, make a decision for yourself. But I certainly wanted to invest a small bit of money and just see where it goes. If I spent, so in total I've spent $14 or $13.98 to purchase two digital comic books. So now I have an NFT. I'm investing within this realm. But I think it's certainly low risk because I'm not spending a ton of money. And so I figured, well, at least I can dabble a little bit, check it out, do some research, learn a little bit more about it, but not be spending a lot of money. So if, this thing goes away and blows up, or, it never works out, I've lost, potentially a little bit of money, probably less than I've spent, on my weekly comic hauls over the last couple months. So, but the interesting thing is that Vivi, the app and the parent company, have licensing deals with a number, like I mentioned, a number of companies. I think this week they're actually dropping digital copies of the latest James Bond movie poster, right? And so you can own that. So that's interesting. It's not something I'm interested in purchasing, but that is one of the latest drops that are coming out. So, like I said, I really think it's very early, but I don't, because it's so early on and it's so very new, I don't know if there will be an opportunity to purchase the books that have already been released. So Amazing Spider-Man 361, that was dropped last week and has sold out. I don't think you'll be able to buy that from, from Marvel again. There certainly is a secondary market, and that will cost you more now, right? And so even the two books that I own, Captain America and the X-Men book, I've seen those on the marketplace, so it's secondary market, and they are costing more than what I purchased them for. But it's very early on. The Captain America was purchased 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then the X-Men maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of going to buy and hold right now and see how things go, see how things evolve. But again, my overall investment is under $25. If I lose that, it's not that $25 will not make or break me. So that's the kind of way I'm approaching it. Certainly don't have a lot of answers to the overall future of digital collecting, comic book, digital comic book collecting, but wanted to kind of just get involved, dabble with it a little bit, and kind of see where it goes. And like I said, the fact that I'm not at risk of, if I lose the money, it's no big deal. I'm not leveraging the mortgage payment on digital collectibles right now. So it's not like I need to make money with them. It's more as an experiment to see where these things go. So hopefully this is informational for you, or maybe sparks a little interest. But definitely would like to hear from you guys if you've purchased copies. I know I've heard some people say they've dabbled in it a little bit. I've purchased here and there. So definitely would like to hear what you guys think of that, just generally digital collectibles. And like I said, I've only been involved on the digital comic side, but there are other, statues and figures that you can purchase through the app. But I have not got involved in any of that. I figured let's really just take some baby steps, understand the digital comic side first, and then maybe, I could purchase some of the other collectibles that are available through the app. So I know that's a very kind of generic kind of overview that I gave you, but I'm still learning. But I wanted to discuss it and see what others are thinking about this space, and are they planning to invest, money into it, not invest. So just really wanted to hear your thoughts. So kind of open it up as a conversation. So I think that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you comment, hit that like button, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider joining the channel. Thanks.